Hello Scrappers, this is Lorraine from Card Creations, and today's project that I'm going to share with you is a request from one of my viewers that wanted to see how I put together a chipboard album. This is my first one, so by no means am I an expert, but I kind of figured out how to cover my chipboard and to decorate it quick and simple with repeating patterns. So to begin with, on each page I use this cut from Tags, Bags, Boxes, and More, and it's a tag shaped pocket, and when you put it together it has this top tag portion, and I've scored it, and that way it'll fold over and create a flap. And it actually fits in the chipboard album like this. The chipboard that I have is just a basic shape, and Michael's right now has their chipboard mini albums on clearance. So I only paid 50 cents for a 5-page chipboard pack. And this is what the package looks like. It's from Mary Engelbrecht. Alright, so the way I started my book is I got my pattern paper and I traced the shape of the album, and once I traced it I cut it out, and then the next thing that I do is I used this memory book glue pen, and on one end it has a fine tip, and on the opposite end it has an applicator, and you're able to spread the glue around. So I cover my chipboard with that, with the glue, and then I'll just add my paper or my cardstock to the top of that and smooth it out, and then just set it aside for a couple minutes. Once you feel it's dry, just get your X-Acto knife and just trim close to the edge all around your chipboard piece. Then the next step is to get your emery board, that's what I use, and just file down the edges because it'll be pretty rough after you cut it out with your X-Acto knife. So you just go around the edges and just don't go up and down, just make a down sweeping motion, and that'll keep your paper from lifting up, and it'll give it a nice smooth finish. And once you complete that, then you'll want to repeat the process on the other side. Once I have all my chipboard pieces covered, the last chipboard, don't add the last piece of cardstock to your chipboard. That way you can go ahead and punch your holes. So just imagine all these are covered, and except for this top piece, and you can line these up one at a time and punch your holes. And then you can go ahead and cover up that piece, and then you'll still be able to find where your hole is at. That way they'll all line up. Okay, so here we go. I used 3 different types of pattern paper. Let's see, I think that's what I did. Let's see. I did one type for my front cover, and that's the only one that's a little bit different. And then I selected 2 other patterns for the rest of the chipboard, since there's a total of 5. The first one's different, and then 2 are exactly the same, and then the other 2 are also matching. And I covered the front and back in the same color. I mean, you can just do whatever you want, but this is just a simple way of doing it. And then, let's see, on the front cover I just cut a mat and glued that down, and then I used chipboard pieces that were already decorated. You just buy them like that, and then you just add what you want to your front. And then I added my pockets to each page, and I did them one flap on the left and one flap on the right, and that way you won't have a problem opening your flap if you put it on the inside. So that's how I did that. And then for each pocket, I cut a piece of cardstock that you can just pull out and add photographs or a message on the inside. And like I said, I've kept it very simple, and I've added pre-made stickers and embellishments to my pages. I have added some ribbon and tied a little bow, and I only attached it on the back side of my pocket, so I did use a full piece of ribbon. Just pretend this is a ribbon, and just laid it around and came around this side. And that way you can still have another section here where you can slip a piece of cardstock or a photo, or just for additional embellishing or storage. On this pocket, I added adhesive to the left and right side and along the bottom, and I left the top portion open so you can also add another little pocket right there. So there we go. That's just a simple book that I've put together. I still have some pages that I need to finish up, but here's one that I just slip in the ribbon, a little tag. But there you have, and you can also add ribbon to your binder ring or some fibers, whatever you like. But this is my first attempt at a chipboard mini album, and I hope I gave you some ideas, and thanks for watching.